I'm using the Brain, which is a mind mapping app. This is about DiSC. DiSC is really a personality profiling system, usually used at work, but you can use it anywhere in order to profile people, and it takes people into. Let's see if we can, like, it's four different. Let me actually open this. See if I can open this image by itself. Probably would be much easier to do that. Yeah, this is one presentation of the disk, and this should be another presentation of the disk. This is a third presentation of how the disk can be thought of. But let's look at yeah, probably I don't have the can't open that in by itself, but let's have a look at it here. So we've got four quadrants. The one on top left, which talks about the people who are dominant. Uh, Beside that, the I, which is influential, uh, and the one under that, which is the steadiness, and the one on the left is conscientious. Now, each one of these profiles holds some behavioral appearances. So the D would be productive, competitive, aggressive, headstrong. So we look at him as like the bossy boss. So the bossy boss who wants things done now, and he wants just, tell me what's gonna happen. I don't want, don't bug me with the details. I don't want details. So that's it. The I would be the one who's talkative. He's just like the life of the party, enthusiastic, spontaneous, persuasive, wants to get things, quickly, happily, funny, friendly with everyone, and all of this. Then you go into the steadiness, who's just somebody who is peaceful, who's loyal. He can listen to you. He's someone you can depend on. He has probably less friends, but has friends for a very long period of time. And the one on the C, which is the conscientious, is that very systematic, detailed Excel sheet guy who gets into the details of the details of the details, very well organized, just opposite to the I. He's just the opposite to the I. The I would be messy, the C would be very organized, have order, things on order has to be. So when you look at people at work, you would start looking at them. What's their profile looks like? Because it's very important to know people's profiles. When we go, for example, for the dominant, okay. So let's go on to dominant. So the dominant person in here, okay, he's always active. He's extrovert. He's just like always loud. You could get a combination of DiSC and DI, which is like if you get the combination of DiSC, you would find him creative. Okay, there's some differences from D you would find in the DiSC. Okay, you will find some differences on there, which is mentioned in here in the book, hopefully gonna be mentioned in the book. And then if you look also onto the DI, you would find him different. So he's a task focused. He asks always what? What's this? What's in it for me? What can be done? So kind of questions like this. And there is classic patterns for this for the for these DIs. Could be inspirational, creative, results oriented. Could be a developer, someone who does like, yeah, developing people sometimes also, and on the D style there is like um, some on the D style there's a I would call it quick and dirty look at the D style. Okay, I should avoid what interacting with things. There are certain things I should avoid when I'm interacting with. Don't assume that they listened to or heard what you said. Always don't be casual in your approach. So when you are talking to these guys, don't engage in adult conversation. So All of these would be in the avoid and oh, it's actually a good training material would be. So yeah, if we look at let's say yes. Okay. They are extroverted, self-confident, and forceful. So always like we recognize them by that. They are risk takers. So if they are risk takers, they are highly likely to be a D style. Impatience, in a hurry. So they are highly likely to be a D style. Okay, and they excel at certain things, like they excel being bold, adventurous, functioning in competitive environments. So all of these things we could talk about them. Under stress, blow up, be overly blunt. So there's like also they have a certain character when they are under stress. So it's find all of these in each one of the different profiles. I'm talking about all of these in the different profiles. This is a very big like kind of material. Wow, I haven't looked at it back in a couple of years or 3 years or 4 years. I don't remember when was the last time I worked on this. But yeah, okay, we look at their emotional intelligence, high traits and attributes. So we look at their high traits: assertive, they are brave, they are competitive, they are controlling. So we look at all of these things when we talk about them. When we talk about them, we talk about all of these things. Yeah. So let's go back to dominant. Okay. And I think I've got who's who. Yeah. Like people who are probably yeah uh, probably are uh, yeah the style. Oh, I didn't fill it. Maybe. Yeah. Uh, Australian examples of these style people. So I've got John Howard as a T star. John Howard, the politician, Kerry Packer. I've got like few here Australian examples of these style. We can see those also in different movies. We could see these stars in different movies. We could recognize these stars in different movies. What else? Let's look into uh, um, if we look back into these, yeah, I'm just trying to find more info. I need probably to revisit this and try to get a better shape. There are some positive and negatives of each one of these styles. Let's say, I'd say here, if you work or live with a strong D, you might wish they were more patient and less demanding. So a strong D would be more patient. You want them to be more patient because they are less patient. They are a lot demanding. They struggle to show empathy. You might have to explain other people to them and ask them to show more patience. So you might find yourself, oh, you know what, you need to be more patient. Look at this guy, for example, and you tell them more information about the people. So um, they would tell rather than ask. Usually they do tell much more than ask. So they wouldn't tell. It's found here, like also the influential had the same connection to this trait. Some traits are common between different styles. Yeah. Back to who's who. I know that there is more on who's who. Um, yeah, overseas examples. That's what I want to show. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a D style. You would find Barbara Walters. Donald Trump is a D style. Hillary Clinton is a D style. So all of these are D style of overseas D style. Of course, in each culture, in each country, would find some styles on this. Just to run you quickly through the other styles, just quickly. If we look at the influential, we'll find here on the influential almost the same kind of information. They ask who, so people they are asked who they like to tell rather than to ask. They always talk a lot. Okay, they have some strengths and weaknesses. They are imaginative. They've got a different perspective on the emotional intelligence, charming, enthusiastic, persuasive, sociable, warm. If you go back on the laws of the emotional uh, uh, on this is that easily distracted. I am easily distracted actually. Impulsive, poor listener, and selfish. Sometimes you would find them. Not all of them, of course. Not these. Those doesn't come with each and every one. They do have their own leadership style. So everyone has a affirming, energizing, pioneering. So each one of these has a leadership style. Anyone can be a leader, have his own style. We go into steadiness. We'll find steadiness also is different. They ask how and when, for example, and uh, so they ask how and when. What else? Yeah, you would find a lot of in here, and conscientious as well. You would find them ask why and how. So different questions they would ask. So depending on the question that they ask, you would be able to recognize some of these people. Now, dealing with these people also is an art. As if you have a group of people and you know each one of these people, what's their profile is like, you would be able to clearly work with them. There are some reports that I mean, me and other people are certified and this are able to produce in a team. So if you have a team of different people, everyone can be assessed, and then you can find the best way in order to empower this team, in order for this team to work together, and all of these things, and understand the people you work with. This is in very, very, very deep, very, very, not deep, very brief about these people, or the DiSC profiling system. I hope that would give you some information about it. All right, mate. Cheers.